Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. Today we have a category of products that I personally think is really neat because unlike the projectors in the movie theater, which are big and bulky and expensive, horribly expensive, and data projectors or home theater projectors, which are also bulky and expensive because a huge part, don't forget about this, of the cost of a projector is the cost of replacing the bulbs. Today we're looking at a category called Pico projectors. So these are very, very small size projectors that feature LED bulbs offering up to 30,000 hours of battery life and compact form factors that allow them to be easily carried around. So we've got two models here today, the ASUS P1 and the BenQ GP2. We're going to show you how they work, some of their cool features, and what you might use them for. Now for our feature comparison, let's start with the ASUS P1. Now these are both very small projectors, about the size of a pack of CDs, although the ASUS is quite a bit thinner, lower profile than the BenQ GP2. Now they both feature up to 30,000 hours of battery life with LED bulbs, instant on and off functionality, so you get rid of that cool down and warm up time that is required with normal projectors. They both have auto keystone, they both can focus. These are both 1280 by 800 resolution projectors, meaning they can do 720p content, no problem. However, that is where the similarities start to end. So the P1 features VGA input. It is lower profile, so it does have that going for it. It has auto keystone. Actually, they both have auto keystone, but the P1 has kind of a neat little feature. With this little flip stand on the bottom, you put it down on the desk, it angles itself up, it auto keystones, and all of a sudden your image is at a height that's comfortable for viewing. So that's kind of a neat thing as well. Also, the included power adapter is the same kind of power adapter that you may already have with your ASUS notebook. So if you're carrying an ASUS notebook into the meeting with you and your battery's charged, you don't have to carry an extra adapter for your P1 projector. All the inputs are done via a custom input dongle, so that is VGA as well as composite. And as far as other features go, it also comes with a carrying case into which it easily fits, and I think that pretty much covers it for this little guy. Next up, we have the GP2. So the GP2 is more of, it's a higher end model. It does cost about $100 more at MSRP. However, it does come with some additional features. So you've got a wider variety of inputs, including SD, USB, mini HDMI, as well as speakers. So that means you can actually take an audio input via analog audio and you can pass through to headphones as well. Last but not least, it actually has an iPod dock at the top, so you can use that for your iPod or your iPhone and you can play video content directly off your phone very quickly. It also supports MKV files over the USB connection, so it is a fairly advanced media player inside here. We're going to check out the performance of that later. And it has touch sensitive buttons on the top of the unit itself for you to navigate the menus. It includes a remote, and it includes a USB cable as well as one of those VGA adapter doodads that gives it composite video in as well as VGA video in. It is a little bit bigger, and if you get the optional battery accessory, it's even bigger, but the battery accessory, like I said, optional, it doesn't come with that, does allow you to get a couple hours of battery life and even watch a movie on the go on your GP2. Now you've got all the options in the world when it comes to video inputs for the GP2, but we're going to be using the USB input in order to read PowerPoint files. So this is a PowerPoint file right here. Let's see if I can get it to go to the next slide. I actually don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. Cool. PowerPoint slides. Neat. So if you have a simple presentation, you don't even have to bring a computer with you. Now PowerPoint's not the only format that it can read natively. We've also got an Excel sheet, which will load in. It takes a little while to load, so we're going to cut the film here. All right, so that took about 30 seconds to load. It's a pretty big file. Check this out, completely unreadable, except it does have some cool functionality built in. So you press that button a couple times, all of a sudden, boom, I can see it. No big deal. Move around, need to show you different parts of it. Very cool, right? So I'm just going to turn this down. But this is one of the ways that you can accept alternate video inputs with the GP2. I have my iPhone docked. You can use an iPod or an iPhone. Check this out. Bam. I apologize for the quality of the video. This is streaming over 3G because the Wi-Fi in here isn't working very well. But you guys get the point. So you can do it this way, or pop your phone off, go back to the main menu, and check this out too. It's also a reasonably high-end media player right off the USB reader. So here we go. I'll show you guys the navigation because I never did before. So videos, we go down to, as you can see, this is clearly a demo unit. NCIX presentation. Check this out. So this is our high bitrate Bird MKV. It'll probably take a moment to start playing here. But the GP2 is capable of playing even this high bitrate content. Oh, I might have paused it accidentally when I did that. There we go. Check that out. Now coming up next, we're going to show you guys some of the practical applications of these projectors besides carrying around in your backpack and aiming movies at whatever wall you please. Now sometimes when you're visiting a meeting room or a boardroom, you've got a convenient setup where you can plug in your laptop and do a presentation like this. And sometimes you encounter boardrooms that do not have all of the amenities you might require in order to do your presentation or whatever else you need to do. So when that happens, you whip out your handy pedestal here. You whip out your notebook and you go, oh no, I forgot the adapter for my ASUS P1, which happens to be in its carrying case, which I forgot to put the power adapter into. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I'll just grab the power adapter from my also ASUS notebook in order to power up the projector. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fire this up. Here we go. You can see the instant on functionality as well as the instant height adjust functionality of the P1. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Then I'm going to go ahead and get caught on something with my microphone here. Awesome. Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and move the VGA cable over here. And all of a sudden, within a very short period of time, yeah, Slick's just going to pick up that tripod. That's how you get a stable image out of a tripod. We have our 1280 by 800 output at the wall. We can use the focus in order to adjust the focus, and we are ready to rock. So that is the convenience that a P1, or well, any Pico projector brings to the Road Warrior. So there's not really much to conclude in this video other than that Pico projectors are really cool because they take a lot of the cost out up front. That is to say that they're much less expensive than conventional data or home theater projectors when you buy them in the first place. They take the ongoing cost of replacing the bulbs out of the picture as well, so they're cheaper to run. They're very convenient. You can actually, either one of these models, although the P1 is a little bit smaller, can be easily carried around with you. And yeah, they're great for movies on the go or data on the go or whatever else you want to do. I think we've shown a couple of the scenarios where you might use this product. So hopefully you guys, if you have a use for one of them, check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips for more videos like this from your favorite online e-tailer, NCIX.com.